Okay, what's going on, guys? Jesus Christ. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today's video we're here for Orb on the Movements of the Earth, episode 9. Last episode was honestly one of the best episodes of the entire show. I think it was on par with a bunch of the first three. It was incredible. We got to see Yolinta's character arc kind of come to a close, but also open up a new chapter as she joined the gang. We are now trying to convince Count Piest to help us and let us use his records and whatnot, but he is so vehemently against it because he spent his entire life trying to perfect the geocentric model, while what we're using his research for is a completely different model that goes completely against his life's work. But it was made very clear by Yolinta and Piast himself that the truth matters to him above all else, and so I believe we will be able to convince him in this episode to help us. But we'll find out. That last episode was truly such an incredible episode. And the way that Badini kind of grilled and interviewed Yolinta, and then even after she kicked us out, he just knew that she would come and join by the end of it. So it was truly one of the best episodes of the entire show, and I'm excited to see where we are going to continue to go from here. I assume this is going to be more of a Count Piast based episode, but we will see. They also gave us his backstory last episode, kind of why he's so hell-bent on the geocentric model, because someone, after he was kicked out of his family, picked him up and brought him kind of in and treated him like family, even though they were like cousins twice removed or whatever. But anyway, we got some backstory on him, and I'm assuming that in this episode we will see maybe him turning to help us. But we'll find out about that in this episode, obviously. Per usual, feel free to check out the Patreon and Discord. Links are in the description below. As far as the Discord goes, we talk about current anime, past anime, current manga, past manga, and have non-anime conversations as well. And as far as the Patreon goes, you get exclusives and uncuts to all my reactions, so feel free to check out either of those of your own will. Without further ado, step straight to Orb on the Movements of the Earth, episode 9. Hello there, Count Piast. His professor's old now. The same guy who was young last episode, yeah. 20 years. I shall hand over my universe to you. Ooh. All his research, I would assume? Yup. That's a lot. Holy shit. Oh my god, that is so much. That I have devised and refined. But there's still problems and incorrections with it. I think Piast himself is gonna find those issues. Only one person to reach the truth. Maybe you, not me. Damn. High praise. And you've now been granted access to this whole room of records. I feel like this is gonna tie right back into what's going on now. What? What did he say? It wasn't really the final phase. Damn, and he sounded so excited when he brought it up to him. Damn, that's all he says again. Yep. Some more time has passed. That was 5 years ago. Was it because you doubted my theory? I think it might be. No matter how much work I put into it. Oh, I see why he's so hellbent on geocentric. This adds way more context than just last episode did. Way more context to why he's so hellbent on it. What a waste I've made of my life. Tell me when we meet in heaven. God damn! They made it like a painting here with him at his side. The truth. Oh my god, did he actually just die right there? Tell me the truth. Even with his final words, he said, "Tell me the truth." And the truth does not lie in the model that you're researching, and I think he knows it too. Damn, I love that we're getting so much backstory for Count Piast here. That was really good. It's also just the fact that, like, the truth, which Piast is that from his professor, that need to find the truth has been passed on to him, and I feel like it's gonna end up with him joining our gang once he realizes how accurate it is and how many problems it solves. Piast was right there in the OP. I never noticed that before. There's still a couple characters in the OP we haven't met, but Piast was right there sitting in his bed. To consider your ridiculous theory. Oh! Oh shit. You must prove true what I know to be false. I saw something. Yeah, okay, we're gonna see what he saw that day. Or that night. Don't know if I believe those words. One-time mistaken sighting planted the seeds of doubt in my life's work. Venus in its final phase. So you guys gotta fill Owen. I like how, I really appreciate what this series has done, because you've got Yolenta and Bodeni who are extremely smart with this kind of stuff. O is us, the average viewer, me, who doesn't know fuck all about astronomy. I know there's a lot of people, some people in the Discord have said, and etc., that they really like astronomy, and so this is a very interesting show to them. I know fuck all about astronomy. That's not something I've ever gotten more into and stuff throughout my life. And so I don't know anything. And so what I appreciate this story did from a writing perspective is they brought O in as kind of that way to fill in that gap, and so these people have a need to explain to O, or the viewer, what exactly is happening. It only be illuminated by the sun from certain directions. Means that it was fully lit up. Yep. Means that it was fully lit. Heliocentrum would be the correct model there. Heliocentrism? Why do I call it heliocentrum? Heliocentrism. Imbeciles, damn! It should appear full. Oh my god. Yeah. Gotta test, because we know O has good eyesight. Small as a human pupil on that board. Well, even if he was to guess, he'd have a 50-50 shot here, but... Bodini especially can't see. It's neither. That's so smart. That was really smart of Piast. Because I was literally about to say, giving him a 50-50 thing is kind of dumb, because if he could just guess square or circle, and then if he guesses right, then you would accept it. But that's really smart. I like how they immediately kind of got rid of that plot hole. I guess you'll do. How do you see that? Even Yolenta, who's younger than you, couldn't see that. Call me when Venus appears. It means Earth is the center of the universe and the bottom of everything. This is a huge weight on his shoulders. He's like basically confirming a theory for one of the two of them. It's full of suffering. Yes. Yes, it is. Holds too much beauty for such a lowly place. Tragedies like those are all beautiful in their own way. The earth and the sky are one. God, I love that. That's so poetic. I feel like every time people speak in the show, it is the most poetic shit of all time. If the earth and the sky are one, then no matter how corrupt our world is, it will never be without light. What a bar! Oh my god. Oh, hey, Badeni. He couldn't. At least I will know the truth, yeah. What I see today will shape the universe, yeah. What the things you two say or do. You literally just took on, you took on what Gross wanted you to carry on. Like, you've just been handed this plate, and you have no choice but to carry it to the next person. Yeah, he's not like a forward thinker like Badeni and Yolenta are, trying to find the truth in everything and whatnot. This dude is just a regular dude who just took on the will of his passing friend. Been the most puzzling. I like how we're coming back to O. It's really been Badeni and Yolenta focus, and now Piast as well. For the past couple episodes, O's really last big development was with Gross, and so I'm glad we're coming back to him as a character. What I find hardest to understand. Oh. There's nothing more we can do for you. Please hope. This show is so good. Oh my god. This show is so good. Oh, is this like the shot we see? Is it in the OP that we see this shot of him? Where he's like looking up at the sky, or is that the ED? I forget. I say as I just watched the OP earlier this episode, I guess I wasn't paying good enough attention. But this shot is reminiscent of, I believe, the ED. God, this OST is gorgeous. This building OST. There's so much on this. Yep. It's full right there. Whoa, I love how they did that. That's so good. I don't know about Denny's face does not change. Same sky I've always seen. You have a better understanding of what you're looking at. This is what it means to learn something. It's literally what I just said. You've learned about what this guy means now. I love how this is also like teaching my ass as well about like the basics of astronomy through people figuring things out in the more Middle Ages. I don't know if this is Middle Ages time. This is probably more medieval ages. I don't know. I don't know what time period this would fit into. But anyway, the show is so good because it. Like, I mean, for all the reasons I explained earlier with O as a character, that use him as a scapegoat to explain all this more complex things to dummies like myself. I mean, this basically just means that all his life's work is wrong. Yep. It's a lie you've concocted. Yeah. Yeah, it's exactly as O predicted. And was born from such thinking. Natural product of God. Should never be so easily denied. This man acts mercilessly and without prejudice. I really like that. It's the truth. It's the truth. The truth. This show is so peak. Oh my god. I would put this episode as just as good as the last one. These episodes 8 and 9 are as good as the first bunch. It was a lot of building from episodes 4 to like 7, but you really see that payoff in these past 2 episodes. God, this is so good. Oh my god, he's actually giving it to us. He can't let go. Aww. I mean, I feel bad for him. I'm not gonna sit here and act like he's being an asshole. This is his life's work being proven wrong in an instant. You can't just... I mean, that's hard to let go of. Even if he knows it's the truth, it's so hard to let go of. Do you think this key represents his professor and himself? That is so many years. 2,000 years. Perhaps the truth never needed us at all. This show! I swear every line in this show is a bar. Seriously. If all those years did not lead to an answer, perhaps the truth never needed us at all. What? How do you conceptually write sentences like that that are so beautifully constructed? Like, what? This show is crazy. We have written will have meaning to history. It will. No matter whether you're wrong or right, what you have done and what you have put in the history books will always remain a part of history. Like always. That's what history is for. You don't recount just the good things in history, you recount everything. Your research was not for nothing. As much as it might be painful to realize that your research is wrong, it's not for nothing. The only way you can get to the truth is through hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of wrongs first. Sometimes that's just how that goes. Sometimes you have a quick path to the truth where you get it first try, and sometimes it takes, as he said, hundreds upon thousands of years to reach that truth. Your research is not for nothing. Your research has aided in finding that truth. So we're just gonna take him? I'll leave the choice to you. Oh, really? Please? No way Yolenta's gonna leave the story. I refuse. He's gonna entrust everything to her. Pretend you know nothing. I don't want Yolenta to leave the story. I feel like there's no way she leaves the story with especially who her father is, which I know the manga kept it a secret because obviously there was no voicing when she was speaking with her father, but in the anime it was so clear because he is such a prestigious and well-known voice actor that it's Novak. There's no way she's fully leaving the story anytime soon. What does it feel like to be able to read? Yeah, because O literally can't read. And now I shouldn't use these words lightly. No, the soundtrack that kicked in was so ominous. Are like miracles. Her face when she said that was crazy. She's not wrong either. The fact that we as humans have evolved to the point where we can read and write and have our own to have our own languages that are so descriptive and so detailed and so in depth is nothing short of a miracle. She's absolutely correct in what she's saying, but of course it sounds like very heretic speak in the way that she's saying it, and especially at this time, calling something like that a miracle sounds like you're going directly against like the church's teachings or something. But she's absolutely correct. The ability to read and the ability to write as humans is so far above literally any other creature or organism on planet Earth, it is nothing short of a miracle, truthfully. Of course, you have, like, other species around the world that communicate. All species on planet Earth have to communicate somehow, but communicate as in-depth and detailed as we do, to where there's hundreds upon thousands of languages around the world that can be spoken by different people. That's crazy. Especially when you pair in the writing part of it. Because sure, like, all species communicate. They have their own languages they use to communicate and whatnot. Sure, they might not be in depth as humans, but they still have their own languages and ways to communicate. But we write. That's vastly different than any other species does. I don't know why I just got into the... I don't know why I just went on a tangent there of getting into the in-depthness of, like, the language. But anyway, just what she said kind of brought that about, I guess. As the miracles performed by our savior, huh? A person can cross space and time. That's pretty crazy. You literally transcend time with writing. That's absolutely a true statement too. God, this show is so peak. It's so good. Because that's absolutely correct. You do literally transcend time with writing. You could, like, say you write something 1,000 years in the past and someone picks it up in the present. That is passing 1,000 years worth of language to somebody. In this day and age, yeah? Engage me in conversation. Is O gonna ask her to teach him writing and reading? Other than a miracle. Yes, dude, yes. Could you teach it to me then? And here he goes to write. He's writing in that journal there. It's the same one that his professor gave him. Oh god. Oh no! Is he having like a heart attack? Oh no. Whoa, god, what a pretty shot. Oh my god. Finally, I can finally tell you. You can finally tell him the truth. God. Why is it? Oh, Jesus. And that's it for him. Who's gonna find that book? I have to wonder what he wrote. Wow. Fucking hell. That end of the episode hit. Oh my god. This whole episode hit. Episodes 8 and 9 of the show are probably two of the best of the entire season so far. I would pair it with episode 3. I think episode 3 and then 8 and 9 are my favorites of the show so far. Jesus Christ. That fucking hit there at the end. This whole episode was filled with some of the most incredible quotes and just... I mean, seriously, how do you write something this profound? It's so good. Like, it sounds so innately simple, but it's written in such a way that sounds so profound. Like, the concepts themselves are not the most in-depth and complex things ever, but they're written in such a way that we've kind of figured them out with these characters, and they're written the quotes themselves are written in such profound ways. I don't know how to describe it. This show's awesome, though. I'm too stupid to describe it well enough. Like, what makes this series so good. All I can say is I'm fucking loving it. This show's awesome. Yeah, there's no way Yolenta is leaving this series anytime soon. I absolutely refuse to believe that she is not gonna be a character going forward. Anyway, incredible episode. That was, I'm not kidding, episodes 3, 8, and 9 are my favorites of the show so far. I mean, the past 2 episodes have been fucking phenomenal. Past's backstory and how it tied in, and everything that Denny was telling to him about the truth, and I mean, just truly an incredible episode in literally every regard. I have nothing but praises for what this show has done, taking such, like I said, such innately simple things like writing and reading and really making you think about how incredible these things are. I think that's what makes this show amazing, is that it takes the innately simple and really makes you think about how incredible these innately simple things truly are. And like I said, there's so many bars in this series, bars, I guess, I don't know if that's a really thing people say everywhere, but like really good quotes. Bars is, I guess, just another way to say really good quotes. The amount of really good quotes this show has is like never ending. I also really appreciate how the truth has been roped into these 2 episodes in particular in a very strong way, as it was in episode 3 with Rafal talking to Novak about the truth. Or Novik, was it Novik or Novak? I think it was Novak. Anyway, how the truth was a big point that what Rafal was telling him, and now it's been roped back into Piast here. It's just, this show's incredible. That's really all I can say. This show is utterly incredible on every regard. But I think that's gonna wrap it up from reaction to Orb on the Movements of the Earth, episode 9. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I hope you all have a good day.